Hello, welcome to another episode of the ALLAnal Video Podcast. I'm your host, Sebastian Starr, joined today by my best friend, Pretty Panda, and here alongside with me is my significant other, Harry James Birdsong. And today we're going to be discussing the immediate controversy of the newly released Cardi B and Meg the Stallion song, WAP, or WOP, or WAP, I don't know, WAP. So with that being said, I want to go on the record for saying that there has been, the reason why you and me want to talk about it specifically is there has been a humongous uproar on social media involving the vulgar and explicitness of this particular song, as if vulgar and explicit songs performed by women don't already exist. And I think the biggest argument or debate is not that it's a vulgar song, but it's a vulgar song involving women's high sexuality and body confidence, but it's in the way that they're describing themselves or what they're doing that makes people uncomfortable. A lot of the comments that I'm seeing are mainly from guys. They're all from men, and every single one is, I just don't like when women talk like that. Women shouldn't be speaking like that. Women need to be more, take pride in themselves and be more ladylike. And it's just like, dude. And then another argument that I'm seeing is, for men, it's uncomfortable or unladylike for a woman to be open and honest about her sexuality, whether she's talking in a vulgar song or say she's a sex worker like a prostitute or a stripper. But if you're getting sent nudes or leaked nudes from your favorite female celebrity, that's totally fine. Or if you're making sexual advances on a girl without her consent, then that's okay too. But if she's giving it to you, it's a problem. If you take it, it's okay. So that's just a couple of bullet points, but go ahead and get what because I know you got a lot to say about this too. This whole issue is just mind-boggling to me, the level of sexism that exists in the world of social media about this one particular song.
Most definitely. First off, I would like to point out that we are best friends because we did not plan this.
No. My friend was a gift. This is a gift. Somebody gave it to me. I don't know where you got yours from. But they just don't happen to be the exact same one. It was pulled up, but
it's insanely frustrating for me, of course, to be a woman and live in this day and age, because it's like, if I'm not out there about my sexuality and if I'm not hypersexual, I'm stuck up, I'm a prude, this, that, and the third. Yep. But if I am hypersexual, I'm a hoe. So right. It's like, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. You feel me? And it's like, and I feel like we're probably like the perfect people to speak on this, because I personally enjoy the song and I'm not a hoe. People still tell me I need to have my hoe face. I'm getting married. What hoe face?
Speaking from someone who's experienced a very, the bare minimum, because I know women who have hoe faces who have double-digit body counts. I'm still under 10, I think. So call it what you want, but honestly, the lifestyle to me is overrated. It's nothing. You're not missing anything. So it's just something that people go through when they're feeling like lonely or depressed or whatever the situation is, but it's not important.
And it don't make no sense how y'all men out here understand when one of these male rappers say something ignorant and it don't make no sense, but you be like, oh, that was a setup for a punchline. But
okay, from a male's perspective, I forgot that he was joining us. From a male's perspective,
it's just like the fact of the matter. If you say, well, I have both son and daughter, when you have a son, you're a little bit more lenient than you on your son. Well, most people are. I'm not. The only thing that I do different is the way I show love to men. It'll be the same way I show love with my boys. They get tough love. My daughter, I want her to be a little bit sensitive. So I want her to be intact with her feelings, because that's the peer of people she's around. Some women are more feeling oriented than physical. Like I'll beat your ass up.
But you do have those hardcore women who will be like ready to fight at the drop of a dime type shit, and that's just a product of their environment almost. Not to say that all women are violent, and not to counter that by saying all women are emotional, but there are some women who will knock a nigga's lights out without hesitating.
I'm pretty sure she was raised by mostly men.
Probably, and also the fact that your girl has all brothers kind of contributes to. She is a bit rougher than most little girls.
Yeah, but she knows that she's around boys, she's around big boys. That shows that she wants that a little bit more tender love.
So when you hear a song like WAP, what do you think of that type of woman? Like, what kind of woman is that?
I don't know what type of woman it is, because it doesn't matter whether you were faithful. You will step out of character one time or two.
What do you mean step out of character?
I mean, it is that time where they're gonna put you where they didn't want to put you, and you go to a club, and I mean, you might shake your butt on a man or something like that. I mean,
you break character for a split second, depending on where you're at and who you're with.
It doesn't matter female or male. I'm not gonna say
that's fair. That's fair. And just like you were saying, then you're not into that lifestyle, but you like that type of song, and I do too. And I can't dance for shit. I can't do none of that crazy brazy shit that women like that can portray to do on a regular basis. But I don't think you have to be a whore to appreciate that song. And I'm gonna give you an even better example. Nathan, my oldest brother, his wife has to be the most conservative and in tune with herself person I've ever met in my life. She's very high maintenance. She is very neat, tidy. I don't want to call her bougie because that sounds like an insult, but that's pretty much what she is. I don't think I've ever heard her swear a day in my life, and she likes that song. Like, so you have this high-powered, conservative, strongly religious person who enjoyed this song. Now, and this is a general question, I'm not asking you directly, but what would your perception be of her, knowing the type of person that she is, and she said that she liked this song?
First of all, I don't even know how to answer that, because for me, when I say I like the song, it's a lot more than just the lyrics.
Yeah.
The beat is fire. The ad-libs are dope.
Yep.
Like, it's a lot more than just, oh, she's rapping about vagina. Like, nah, the beat, okay, lyrics, and that beat is hard.
Yeah, it is. I love it. When I first heard it, I was like, I feel like I know where this is going, but I don't want to cut it off. And honestly, when I first heard it for the first time, I was like, oh my God, this shit is disgusting. But then I listened to it again, and it's one of those songs that kind of gets stuck in your head, but not in a bad way, not an annoying way. And I saw the video first. I didn't even listen to the song by itself. I saw the video on YouTube, and I was like, Jesus, this song is disgusting. But I also know the type of person that I am, and I'm the type of person that listens to nasty ass music like that. So I wasn't offended. I wasn't like, disturbed or anything like that. I was like, oh, okay, it's another nasty ass song. And another thing that I like about the song, just in general, is usually when you have people on features, they try to match each other.
Mm-hmm.
They stuck to their own
flows.
Yeah, like Cardi B didn't switch up to sound like Meg the Stallion, and Meg the Stallion wasn't trying to switch up to sound like Cardi B. They sounded like themselves instead of sounding like each other. So, and I can appreciate that.
It was like, na 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 na, and you got Megan Thee Stallion that's like na 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 na. Okay, so y'all ain't coming to play. Like y'all are making sure people know that y'all are y'all own individuals. I would like that. Just because she made a hypersexual song doesn't mean she's hypersexual for every man.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
her fucking husband.
Exactly. She's whole ass married out here, faithful as hell.
And that's the thing where y'all you can't put that female that does all that stuff for one guy in the same position as a female who does that for any other guy. So Marsha liked the song.
Marsha's my brother's wife's name.
Marsha liked the song, so she might like that for him.
Right.
I mean, we don't understand what goes on.
I'm not gonna ask.
We're not gonna
it's none of my damn business.
But the thing is, she makes money off this song. She makes she gets
He's gonna kill
features.
me.
She gets a lot of stuff off this song.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's the thing is, a lot of people who like to do that to every single other man that's not married
Can
like
relate.
this song, or can play this song while they shaking their ass or something like that.
Yeah.
And all the guys can play this song who want all those women who do that to every other man to play this song. But if you listen to this by yourself in your car, going to work, going home, going to anywhere,
Every day.
I mean, you can do that because you don't do that to every other man.
Exactly.
One of those songs you drive around the car, getting ready to get your day started type shit. It hypes you up. And for a woman to feel that type of empowerment, I think is important because you feel empowered as a woman listening to it. Because you don't really get a chance to brag about yourself so explicitly. Like women don't usually, and when they do, they get criticized for it.
Exactly. Like, I related to the song because everybody knows this, because I'll be the first one to say it. I do it for my fiance. I'm one to say, like, I put it down on my fiance. I got videos to prove. I don't care. So that's why I like the song, because it's like, yeah, I can relate to that.
And you're so proud of that, because every chance you get, you have to remind niggas out there that
we got videos. And I ain't scared if they get leaked.
I'm scared for you. How about that? I'm worried.
Like, there was.
I'm sorry.
Lines.
Huh?
I go into one of the lines.
Go for it.
So, Cardi B says, and this is the line that's literally got everybody fucking tripping ball. She said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Okay, several things about that. Y'all, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Y'all can understand when a trash ass male rapper sets up for a punchline with some inaccurate shit. For instance, Lil Wayne in the waist deep line that he wrong ass actor. But y'all sets up a punchline for that. But I can't understand how Cardi B set up the punchline for the ring. And I say that because Cardi B has videos of her cooking. And y'all want to sit there and y'all want to be like, this is what y'all are teaching our women. First of all, Cardi B is a billionaire. She has a lifestyle where she doesn't have to cook or clean.
Right, but she still does.
Exactly. She can have maids. She can have chefs. That's her lifestyle now.
Right.
So
but
y'all
rather keep it traditional. And I know for a fact she's also the type of person who could easily hire a nanny to watch her daughter, but chooses not to.
So it's like y'all are sitting here trying to downplay women and stuff like that. We're not rich. Of course we gonna cook and we gonna clean. Her line is gonna be that because she rich. She's a billionaire in a fucking mansion. She can pay people to do this for her. In a fucking mansion. Do you want to clean a whole big ass mansion by yourself?
Well,
wash the fucking window.
You can say that for the other guy who say he has like a chick that stays at home and do everything. You got enough money to pay for her a break, but yet you don't, and still she cleans, watch your kids, wash your clothes, your drawers, all that shit, make up your bed. But you got people who can do that. I'm pretty sure no guy ordered a maid because one, they probably don't sleep at every single house they have every single night. They don't have anybody mess up their house.
Probably.
They don't have anybody who's cooking constantly unless they have kids like Cardi B. I don't know about Meg the Stallion.
Meg the Stallion don't got no kids.
Well, okay. But still, she has people who does that for her kids because she goes on tour. She goes to like signing autographs. She goes to make videos. She goes to the studio. She does that. She has a job. So
your argument is because she's not at home, she has to have somebody to do it for her.
No, my argument is it's two different things. It's a daycare, and there's somebody at home doing that for your child. You can't pay for that, but you can pay for a daycare.
But from my understanding, she has people in her family look after her daughter when she's not around.
Well, that's even better. That's a grandmother. That's honestly somebody you trust.
Right.
I mean, they're in this big ass house who has these big ass maids who can cook for that, and they don't have to worry. All they have to do is look after the child, take pictures of the child, make sure they show the child with the parents so they can be out of the you're a trash parent. I mean, it's a lot of stuff like that.
That's fair. That's fair, I think. But also going into the fact that she is a high working, high maintenance celebrity exclusively, you know, she's gonna be ripping and running all the time, all day, every day. So people with normal jobs don't even cook every single night for their families. You call out, go and get some burgers or a pizza, go out to a restaurant every once in a while. That's normal. You have people come in when you're out of town to house sit for you, to clean your house, water your plants, walk your dogs. That's normal. And the fact that you don't think that she might have people doing the exact same thing for her, and she's a multi-billionaire who's constantly working as much as she does, like, and even if she didn't, who the hell cares? Like, why does that one line bother people so goddamn much? Like, who gives a shit? Like, so what? Okay?
These had the nerve to say, they quoted that line and they were talking about how sexual the video was, and then they had the nerve to say, how did we fall from gods and goddesses to this? You effers, you folk sons of bitches.
I hate people.
How I know that y'all don't know as woke as y'all claim to be.
I'm ready.
If y'all did, y'all would know that there are several deities, there are several goddesses. I can name one off the top of my head right now. Venus, the Roman goddess. She is a goddess for sex. She's a sexual goddess. The goddess of love, sexuality, the goddess of victory. She's a goddess of all that, bro. So that's one of the goddesses for who is hypersexual. In case you don't know, what was it? Is it Poseidon? Anyway, Greek goddesses are hypersexual. Gods and goddesses are sexual to the point where, in case y'all don't know the real story of Medusa, she was raped by a god. Who makes? How do we fall from gods and goddesses? Shut up. In Africa, they walk around daily with no fucking shirt on, titties all out and everything. Oh, we not gonna talk about that, but y'all was woke, right? Y'all woke on the black culture, right?
You have to do one. Did you forget? Did you forget? Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. But I do think that that's funny that people want to bring in, you know, gods and goddesses, or they like to compare. Did you remember?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
This is dumbass. So, basically, on those Venus commercials, when they came out with the Venus razor blades, I'm your Venus.
Oh, shit.
I'm your fire, your desire.
I was thinking about that.
They were sexualizing that. And basically, like, I'm pretty sure that's the goddess Venus.
Yes.
And they were basically telling us about it, which we didn't know what it was. That was a 90s commercial, but yeah.
Holy Jesus. I was thinking that real hard. I just didn't want to say it.
And she actually is the goddess of a bunch of things, but the ones that I remember off the top of my head is she's the goddess of sex, she's the goddess of sexuality, she's the goddess of sexuality, love, victory, and beauty, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think the goddess Venus is basically like, you know, one of the main goddesses that is the primary representation of all women. You know what I'm saying? They say women are from Venus for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, that connection is made intentionally. But what I wanted to talk about was how people are trying to compare Cardi B and Meg the Stallion, or this song. They'll try to compare them to other artists who they don't think are like over sexualized. And I love seeing this shit. They love comparing artists like Meg the Stallion and Cardi B to like Jhené Aiko. Because Jhené Aiko is so petite and she has an innocent face and a soft voice and her music is beautiful and melodic and angelic. She literally has a song called Pussy Fairy, which is probably the dirtiest shit I've ever heard in my life. The music video is her seducing her dance partner and talking about how magical her pussy is. Like, that's what that song is about. So there's no real difference between Pussy Fairy and WAP.
Literally. And to be honest, the songs Aiko made are kind of toxic as fuck.
Yeah.
They lead on the fact that she's a toxic ass human being, but y'all don't about that. Like, do y'all even listen to her music for real? Cause she a little toxic there, homeboy.
Go ahead, Harry.
I do. I say this. I mean, even Lauryn Hill is a side chick. Lauryn Hill is the most positive woman I ever met. And aside from N.D.I.R.E., I never met them, but I met that music. And it's really a beautiful thing.
It is.
And I look at Jhené Aiko for the worst. The song, not her being the worst.
She's
that
a toxic ass
is basically saying it's a whole toxic relationship, but somehow sexually they make it work.
I don't think that's good.
I mean, that's not good, but
Song, bed pee.
The Weeknd. Scissors, The Weeknd.
Yeah, SZA, The Weeknd.
Like
that's a side chick song.
I like that song, but the thing is, it's not you liking it for her being a side chick. You like the way that she know her truth, and she kind of confronts the guy. She wants more. She tells him, I'm pretty sure she does. If she's feeling like that,
yeah, that's
she
exactly
tell him she wants more. It's not just being that side chick. That is basically them telling you their side of the story and how they feel like they deserve more because they have
more to offer, maybe
more to offer, more to prove. I mean, it's something they do. They'll still do it as the main girl, but they are the side chick and they know that.
That's fair. I'll give you that. I just don't like when people compare Meg the Stallion to people like SZA or Jhené Aiko, knowing that they make music that's just as bad, but they're just saying it differently. That's the difference. You just say it differently.
Jhené Aiko had a whole verse on Saweetie's My Type.
Oh hell.
Let's not talk about Miss Mulatto, who featured on the song Nasty.
Oh, her name is Mulatto. She's a rapper. Yeah. Hey, I can't fill you in on every female rapper that comes in to the
But Mulatto has songs too. Are y'all gonna drag her?
Nope.
And one person literally says he put his thumb in, hit from the back, no running.
I don't like that.
Like,
you lost me in thumb. I was done after thumb.
Can I say this?
Yes.
They're not gonna bash Lil Kim. They're not gonna bash the Isley Brothers. They're not gonna bash
Trina.
Peaches and Cream. They're not gonna bash I Got a Meeting in My Bedroom, whoever made their song.
B12.
They're not gonna bash them because they came in a subtle way. They came in a subtle way.
But the message is just as dirty.
Exactly. But it's all right.
But with that argument,
wait. I'm putting something like this, and it's not sexual or anyway.
Go ahead.
What's up, my nigga? I need 10 on pump 5 and a motherfucking cigar.
Versus.
How you doing, sir? I need pump 5, $10, and a game diamond. Thank you, please.
Like, and I just because the delivery is different doesn't mean that it's not the same. Like, for instance, and they're saying people who like this song are whores. Do y'all see me calling y'all women abusers for liking Project Pat? Because doesn't he say
Project Pat is a nasty ass
I'm
nigga.
gonna quote a song. Kevin Gates, my favorite rapper. I would never put my hand on a woman.
Oh, talk about Love Bug.
Wait. We're not gonna talk about. Hold on. We gonna talk
about Love Bug.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm talking about what's the name of that song?
You pulled it up.
No.
Stroking?
No, and it's not stroking.
Jesus Christ. You know, look, I don't listen to this nigga Kevin Gates like that, but I know. Think about it. I don't listen to Kevin Gates like that, but I do know
Supposed
he
to
makes.
be in love.
Okay, you got it.
Supposed to be in love.
Go ahead.
Like he said, if he would have digged you down, I would have taught to drown you. He would have drowned you in the toilet till you not breathing anymore.
Okay, so do I call y'all women abusers and murderers because y'all like Kevin Gates? Because that's the
shit. Not the toilet. Anything but the toilet. And no, and I was gonna say, I don't listen to Kevin Gates like that, but I know he makes more than just eating ass music and hardcore gangster shit music. I know that there's more to that art than that. Just like anyone who listens to Cardi B or Meg the Stallion would know, there's more to them than just sexy talk music. There's more to them than just talking about how good my pussy is music. Cardi B and Meg the Stallion made a lot of music about their come-ups, their struggles, their rise to fame, the mental stress and pain that comes with it, the bad relationships that get built up in it. They're very personal with their music. So just because they made a song talking about their vaginas doesn't mean that's all they talk about. And you got to get that out of your head that that's all that they are and that's all that they represent, because that's not true. If you listen to the Invasion of Privacy album, you will see 7 different sides of Cardi B. Just like if you listen to any of Meg the Stallion's old projects when she was just freestyling, coming up, trying to make a name for herself, you'll see different sides of her. So just because they have this one song together that's like this, that doesn't define them. The people are putting them in that box of, oh, they're just trashy ass girls who make nasty ass music. And that's not true.
Because Cardi B is actually such a fucking sweetheart. Like, why to our music, I'm so fucking nervous because the media got one time at the end of the day, it don't matter what y'all say because Cardi B is a billionaire and y'all broke popping y'all pussy for $40. So talk about that.
Yeah. See,
but
it goes back to what I was saying at first. It's a difference between a woman like Marsha, who is established, who is a manager, who makes her own money, doesn't need a man for anything.
That's true.
But she has one. She is a sorority girl, so she has
connections
who she can call that are not men, who are women.
Right.
It's different circles of women. You have the low ball stripper, you have the stripper who's coming up, and you have the chick who do private shows who ain't even gotta show a stitch of pussy.